since ano po, Maguindanao Massacre anniversary ngayon, sir, meron na po ba kayong clear directive on how to crush private armies po? And susundin niyo po ba yung recommendations ng Zenia Rosa Commission?
I've been talking both to Director General Versosa as soon as I assumed office, then now with General Bacalso, and I've been asking for an update on our campaign against the dismantling of private armed groups. No? And I think they have managed a measure of success as evidenced by the poll violence during the barangay elections, which I understand is significantly less, no, than what it was in previous elections. So it seems that their efforts have been effective enough to be able to suppress most of these organized groups, no, from trying to affect the outcome of the elections. But I'm not content. No? I want to see people arrested, I want to see arms confiscated, and I want to see people brought to jail.
Sir, follow-up lang po. Sir, are you in favor of completely abolishing yung mga paramilitary groups like the CAFGOs?
I don't think that's the proper solution. No? I keep telling everybody nga, and all of these human rights groups that have come to me, we have basically the same number. Kasi mas maganda, tagulubi ko siguro, no? Yung kapulisan kasanduluhan natin, di na dumami mula nung EDSA. Yung population natin halos dumoble. So yung pagbabantay nito security forces natin sa population, bumaba dahil mas marami silang binabantayan. Hindi naman natin mataasan yung numero ng ating kapulisan kasanduluhan dahil napakabigat na dalahin na ng budget yung pension. Talaga ang laki na masyado ng binulusok ng pension expenses natin. So, automatic, pag may hinayang ka, may dagdag na lalaan ka para sa pension nila na hindi nakakaya suportahan. In the interim, meron naman karapatan ng bawat komunidad na magkaroon ng pagkakataon na mapagtanggol sa sarili, lalo yung mga liblib na lugar. At ang susiho dyan, ito nga mga CAFGOs amongst others, no? Na kailangan naman, pinaghahawakan ng ating sandatahan lakas na very, very professional. So, towards that end, pinareview ko na rin yung mga polisiya. Gusto ko kung may accountability to mga namamahala at siguraduhin na ma-insulate from political forces within the respective areas. So I'm awaiting for that updated manual on how and standard operating procedures for the same. Sa dulo po niyan, sila inatasan na tumulong sa pagkakaroon ng katahimikan sa bawat lugar. Kung sila maglalas ng lagim, sila rin po mananagot sa ilan ng ating mga batas.
Ikalawang magtatanong po si Miss Oria Calika.
Apat na magtatanong ba o apat na tanong?
Sir, request ni Lay before another topic daw yung message to the families of the Maguindanao Massacre victims and any directives to the authorities dahil marami pa raw po hindi nahuhuli sa mga akusado.
Well, tuloy-tuloy naman po yung pagtutugis, no? Pag pinag-ahanap dito nga sa mga akusado, bilang mga 20 yata mahigit ang hinahanap pa ngayon. Marami na rin po na-aresto naman. Yung pagsabog ng isang araw na malite, merong ina-identify na siya yata dito sa mga tinutugis na ito. Mukhang malapit-lapit akong ma-arresto yun. Pero ang instructions po natin dyan, kamakailan lang, nagkaroon ng assessment kung pwede na po i-lift yung nangyayari sa Maguindanao. At ang assessment ay huwag muna. No? At ang kausap po natin si Secretary de Lima, ako ay nagpa-update status ng kaso, para ba natin mapapabilis to, tinitingnan ba niya yung output ng mga prosecutors, etc. So, palagi ko siya naman yata ay nagsalita na kahapon kung anong ginagawa nila para nga mapabilis yung pagpresenta at pagresolbahan nitong isyong to. At yung thoughts nga ho natin dyan, kami po yung nag-black armband ngayon in sympathy, no, to all those who perish. Yung talagang wala akong kalaban-laban, masyado talagang naapi yung mga yung diretsyon pinaslang at yung mga pamilya na naghahanap ng katarungan. At yan nga ho, kung meron tayong symbology ng dapat magkaroon ng katarungan, yan po Maguindanao Massacre talagang #1 sa ating pulistahan.
Sir, on another issue, we understand that you called Myanmar leader, democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi. What did you talk about?
Kinausap po natin siya kahapon dahil hindi po siya pwedeng pagkaintindi ko tumawag. No, so nagkataon po si Nery Acosta, amin pong kinatawan sa Council of Asian Liberal Democrats na may ugnayan po doon sa partido po ni Madam Aung San Suu Kyi, National League of Democracy o yata, kung di ako nagkakamali. Na-arrange sila na makapag-usap kami. So unang-una, binati ko siya na nagkaroon siya ng kalayaan, tapos nang hindi bababa sa 16 na taon yata sa lumipas sa 21 taon. Nagbahagi rin ho tayo ng kapraso ng eksperyensya po natin dito sa Pilipinas ng panahon ng martial law. Pinarating po natin ang pag-asa natin na magkaroon ng ganap na demokrasya sa Myanmar. Binalita po natin sa kanila rin na yun ang pinakiusap natin kay Prime Minister Tan Sien sa Hanoi, na kung pwedeng bigyan ng pansin yung kanyang kaso, number one, at yung ang eleksyon nila ay kung pwedeng mas maging inclusive, yung mas maraming nakikilahok at hindi may mga napera. Napagbigyan tayo ng kapraso, pero natapos na po yung eleksyon, meron nung hindi mga pinagbigyan doon. At ay pinangako po natin na dahil nga yung stability sa Myanmar, makaka-stabilize ng region, kasama na po Pilipinas doon. So yun po ang tatrabuhin ng Pilipinas, na magkaroon ng isang mas inclusive democracy para na nga ho may stability ma-achieve doon po sa Myanmar at magkaroon po ng stability within the region. Pasalamat po sa malaking bagay nga raw po yung mga expression sa sympathy natin. Nangako sila ng pakikipag-ugnayan. Pero sabi nga niya, alam mo naman, ala kami sa poder dito, hindi pa maliwanag kung ever kami darating doon. Pero kung ano magagawa namin, kasama niyo kami. No? So, yung medyo mahaba-haba rin yung diskusyon. Pero nga ho, ako ay isang tao na, isipin niyo, dekada-dekada na nga akong bilang na kanyang pagkakapilit. At tila, nung binabasa natin yung briefer, nagkakaroon ng extension yung kanyang pagkakakulong. So dito na nabigyan ng a measure of freedom, talaga naman nung magandang hakbang yan, sana mas mapalaw pa, maging mas ganap yung kanyang freedom. Kinakwento lang ako, well, yan di ba, nauwin. Okay, next.
It's De La Cruz.
Change topic now.
Sir, good morning po. On another issue po, may we just know, may we just have your statement po on the comment made by your ally in the Senate po, Senator Gingona. Sabi niya yung amnesty proclamation daw po, sana hindi muna na-release kasi marami silang nakikitang parang may problema po sa pagkakakraft ng proclamation na yun. And then, follow-up ko po doon, would you heed the advice of Senator Arroyo na bago bigyan ng amnesty yung mga rebelding sundalo, paaminin muna sila sa kasalanan doon nila? Admission of guilt.
Palagay ko naman, number one, we want to close that chapter. Yun naman siguro pangunahin dyan. Pangalawa po, paalala ko lang hindi naman nagmula sa amin yung mungkahe sa amnesty. Nauna ho yata yung Senado na magmungkahe ng amnesty. So, inaasahan po natin, nasa pag-uusap naman po yan, 3 branches of government tayo, yung inputs po ng Kongreso, ating pong pakikinggan, at timing ko siguro yung talaga. Okay. Yung sa Christianity, yung pagmamahalan sa kapwa importante, tapos ang tanong amnesty, bagay na bagay ho yata. So, anyway, open naman ho tayo sa mga amendments na iminungkahe. Hindi naman ho kami nagsabi ni Mitsa na kami po'y makaisa isang anak ng Diyos na kabilang may dunong. Handa ho tayong improve. We recognize the fact that we are all humans and things made by human beings can be improved. Ngayon yung sa pag-aamin ng guilt, pwede na natin ilagay yun sa yung implementing rules and regulations.
Okay. Last question, Joel.
Good morning, Mr. President.
John, maski nakapula ka ngayon, palabang kaya ito. Sarilo.
Sir, the government is scheduled to release yung third quarter GDP figures later this week. Sir, ano yung expectations natin? Merong mga forecasts na it could be slower than the previous quarter kasi wala na pong election spending.
Can I comment after reading it? Yung, what I read, puro plus signs. Or can I just answer in this manner? No? I just came from the Nestle plant, as you know. The Nestle plant is embarking on an expansion that will be completed by 2012 to the tune of about 4.5 billion pesos. Yung we came from that Procter & Gamble event marking the 75th anniversary and also the commitment for another 2.5 billion investment. We had between 600 to 700 participants to launch of the PPP program. So I should expect that even if there is a downturn because of the lack of the election spending component, we expect that we will be maintaining the upward trend of all of our GDP figures, and perhaps in a faster period of time than what was initially envisioned. Okay, now, and this is due to the fact that there really is I really believe that there is optimism all across the board. No? from the workers to the investors to even people in government. So this will redound again to active and more fruitful cooperation amongst all of these sectors. And we're hoping that we get the same treatment from both the legislature and the judiciary.
Meron po kayong speech na you were quoted as saying in gov.ph na you expect the full year GDP to hit mga 6.2%. That's higher than the official 5 to 6% target. Yan ba sir yung ibig niyo sabihin na we will be growing faster because of all this momentum?
We had the S&P, di ba? Improvement in our rating. We understand there will be other rating agencies that will also do the same. You had the growth forecasts by the international financial institutions that have already said that we will be growing at a higher rate. So I don't think it has to be me to say it. So many people have been saying, and so many institutions have been saying the same. I am just siguro part of the chorus that's saying, tama nga kayo. Okay?
Sir, may gustong ihabol sana si Christine.
Sige, sige. Christine, sali ako. Sige, Christine. Hindi naman kita kinokonsensya, Christine.
Sir, mainit rin, sir. Sir, yung sinabi mo na, yung assessment, hindi pa rin i-lift yung state of emergency. Ano yung, bakit may threat pa rin, sir?
I'm sorry, I don't have the briefer with me, but there is a whole 5, 6 page, 7 page briefer on the factors involved. But more than anything, you want the populace to feel at ease. Kasi nga, meron rin tayo mga nanonood ng mga incidents in spite of the fact that there is a state of emergency. Nandun na rin yung paghuhuli, pagtutugis sa mga missing. Gusto rin natin masigurado na yung mga armas na nagkalat doon talagang mabawi ng ating mga pwersa. Not yet at this time. Okay.